Hello Flower Garden. So just thought we'd come and give you a bit of an update on where we're up to. Some of the stuff that we showed you setting off and that where it is now. So if you think back or you go back watch the video, I started doing them standard fuchsias, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, they're scattered about now, Dan. They're outside just coming into bud. They've all put some growth on.
Well.
They were all together back at Net Tunnel, but they were like out of sight, out of mind sort of thing. I weren't watering them, so I've got them out. And there's one less because one of the lads had one to put on his balcony. Yep,
Well,
so they've put some growth on. They should be okay now. Like I said, just follow what I said on that episode. Simples to do, really, not that hard. Baskets, what we did. I think that was the last one we did were baskets, weren't it?
Yeah.
They're starting to fill out now. They've been out first week in June, so they're probably into the second week now. Just watering them. I am going to start giving them a bit of seaweed, get them to fill out a bit more. But I think I need to move that one because it's a bit of breeze and it keeps getting battered with
door.
yeah, with greenhouse door. So yeah. Right. Have a look at it. We'll do a comparison here then. That's another one of the fuchsias. That needs that limb taking off there. I missed that one.
Yeah.
You see that low branch? So just to show you the difference. This bed here, Dan.
Yeah.
Hold on, Dan. We don't want him in it, do we? Mr. Fistle, he can do one. This bed here, yeah, 59p.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it cost. These were a freebie. We gardening news. And they're just some cornflower and poppy mix, 59p. So, yep. This bed here, Dan, without the dahlias that I've put in, 60 quid.
Jeez.
Yeah, not going down ranunculus line again. Whether it's the weather or, but they're just poor. They're lovely in greenhouse. Saying I'm never going down it again. If I did grow them again, I'd grow them as a pot plant.
Yeah.
And keep them as a pot plant, you know, and perhaps keep them in greenhouse or net house or something like that. So it just shows you what a difference you can do with less than £1 and how you can spend a lot of money on stuff and it don't work out. So yes, that's that. So that bed, I put some dahlias in, that's cola. Just to add some colour so it ain't going to be a bare bed. And I've done the same with that, which also have ranunculus in.
Yeah.
The top bed's the cormlets from the gladioli to get them going. Yep. And we have got a lot of delphiniums, haven't we, Dan? All in flower at the minute.
They have, they look well.
You think this? I've been on this allotment for 3 years. I started off with 2 plants and I haven't bought any more.
No.
That's just with dividing them at well, in spring when I've been dividing them, not in autumn. So yeah, and there again, there's a clump over there. There's clumps, the white one as well, which I need to get that going a bit more, so I've got more of that.
Yeah.
The really light blue one over there, I think that's a self seed. It's a lighter
the one
blue.
On its own?
Yeah, that's in with the yellow. The roses I added, these are, they're coming on now. It's the first blooms. Some will be getting ready for being dead-headed to fetch some more out. So there's Trooper. I love that rose. I think it's a lovely red rose, that.
It is nice.
And the two-colour one, two-tone one is Harry Wheatcroft. And that's Golden something. I can't remember what its full title were, that. But that is the only floribunda. All the others are hybrid teas. Yeah.
Some lovely colour.
Yeah. And the herbaceous borders are coming on. Oh, worth mentioning grass, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, the grass. Wow. To say we've had no rain.
Yeah.
This is looking
This was seeded in the middle of last summer, weren't it?
Yeah, well, about this time you started
about this time, yeah. So I think the only thing, the tip with this is don't go on that bottom cut when it's dry. Keep cutting your grass, but this is second cut up, or the next to the lowest cut. Which,
Yeah.
you know, I'll get that across and it'll make sense sooner or later, but I think they know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I haven't set it on the bottom one, I've just come back up one. And that's keeping it tidy, because you still get patches what grows and patches what don't, so you're keeping it uniform, but you're not losing the colour. If it is yellowing, whatever you do now, don't rake it. So that's one of the things you're tempted to get a rake out. Don't feed it, you'll kill it. It's not dead, it's dormant. All you need to do is the yellow patches just get plenty of water on when the sun's not out, so in an evening preferably.
Yeah.
You know, a good few cans of water. But if you look at comparison at path,
Yeah, I mean,
you know, that's like desert, isn't it?
It is. Like I say, a bit of rain on that, a few days, I'm
That's
sure
it, you see, you don't go into a panic mode and chuck loads of fertiliser and you know, grass evergreen and things like that at it, because you're doing the wrong thing when it's this hot and when it's this dry. It's just water it wants, you don't need anything else. All you feed him really will be in spring and in autumn. But because I've got lawns, and they're, well, I'll call them lawns, but grass paths and maintain grass paths, how we say, it's getting a bit frowned upon now. You know, a lot of people like this meadow stuff, and which is fair play. But just to counterbalance it a bit, I just leave this square bed now, Dan.
Yeah.
But all I do is I just go over that with shears now and again, just so it ain't too wild, you know. And there's plenty of habitat there for loads of things in that little square. You don't need acres, really.
No.
Yep. And the herbaceous border, some things are just about finished now, like the irises. They're about done now. The mallows are coming through there. They'll be in flower. Still some weeding to be done on it. And all sorts of bits and bobs, really. Them volunteers there, the Icelandic poppies. Really nice. Yep. Oh, Narunkas, this is a nice plant, Dan. Like I say, there's still a bit of weeding to be done in here, just with other commitments. The Ceanothus has been lovely, that edge. That's getting ready for a prune now, it's starting to finish flower. That's a Runcus, Dan. That's a lovely plant when it's in flower.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got the salvias and stuff coming through now. So as these poppies will die back, the ornamental poppies, some of the other plantings in here come through.
So that poppy there was a real good one. Well,
yeah, coral reef,
see it there,
that pink one, yeah. Yeah, it's fading now.
It's been stunning, that.
Yeah, it were nice. Yeah, I think they probably need dividing this year. Yeah, that's that self-set Delphinium. Penstemon sour grapes there, Dan, that never seems to let us down. Lost a lot of penstemons this winter. We are, well, 8 days in December, what did it, weren't it? And it just plummeted, which we don't usually get that. Iris sibirica, that's just going over now. Again, that lovely plant when it were in flower. And we've got honest salvias and vitigos and that just coming through now. The dahlia, Dan, my love, one of Martin's. And we have got I'll be cutting this back soon. This is a salvia. You can just see daylilies coming into flower.
Lovely.
Yeah. So it just needs a bit of work. I always seem to be doing something on this bed. It's never quite
finished.
You can grasp it. You can get it just so like so. Nice foxgloves next door. That's me comfrey. I would need to cut that down now, really.
Yeah.
But there's that many bees on it, I don't really want to go near it yet.
Looks like something's been in the middle of it as well.
Yeah, I think that's just weather now. You know, it's just opened up because of lack of moisture and that. Yeah. And we've got a few bits in here, haven't we? These alliums, they've been good this year. That's these, the alliums.
Yep. Yeah, it's looked really well, this border. I
rolled them back for seed. I'd read...
Shall we tell them a story about this?
That lily beetle. Go on then.
This had a lily beetle on it. And basically Martin seen it and he took a photo of it. And he says, we could use that. So this is what it looks like when you take a photo and don't remove them.
Yep. and then don't doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stunning plant though. A stunning beetle, sorry. I read it there. So, yeah.
I'll have to send it me and I'll drop it in on it.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone, so yeah, I will do. Some more salvias and stuff just coming through here. Yeah. And then this area is still a work in progress, but there's a stilbes, cricosmia, 1 or 2 more poppies and that in there to come through. Still taking cuttings. I'll just my mum's plant,
The Acer.
or Tripurpurium.
Come back, it got a bit of scorch this last year, didn't it?
Yeah, it'll get some this year and all with weather how it's going.
Seems to have settled in well though.
Yeah, you can lose them very easily. Very fragile to exposed. Any exposed winds or like that. Some go. A few plants on here, so I did as cuttings. So them standard fuchsias, what I've shown you. These were just some cuttings off at standard fuchsias. And a few callus. Which would probably be for sure because there's a non-flowering pot plant and a flowering pot plant. So I'll probably take one of each.
Yeah.
To over them. And a few dahlia cuttings there as well. It's a retractor there that hasn't been covered up, Dan.
It was still warm. The old cloud prune.
Cloud pruned Castle Weller. So that's had a tidy up, that's had a prune. I've got that large box in corner, not box, bay in corner to do yet. So I'll get on that. This bed we more or less lost everything with that in winter what in here, so this campanula managed to pull through though, that's been nice. And that's that fuchsia, Dan. That bush fuchsia. Fuchsia arborescens.
What's that?
Yeah, it's not like a fuchsia though. Oh, pal, you alright? And then we've got Agastacia, beekeeper's plant, which lost that, but it was just somewhat we've done from cuttings, so I managed to just save a few back, didn't I?
Yeah.
And pink flowering budleia, they'll be in flower soon. And amongst everything else in here, we're still going with cuttings, Dan. Some dahlias. Them cola, yeah. And them salvias I just did today, and these little saxifragas which have growing fruit cracks in path. So hopefully get them rooted and then get them potted on in the next few weeks. Yep. So what I'm going to be on with really in foreseeable future now, get that sorted out. We've got these are going to be for sure, these dahlias.
Yeah.
Quarter at size of this time last year again, it's down to weather. I'd have watered these. I don't think I had to water them at all last year, or not well, like July time.
Yeah, I mean, really suffering. I think we've got to be at least 4 weeks before since we last had some rain.
So I'll decide, like such as these, what are coming into flower now. I don't want them, so I'll be taking them off. It's too early. I don't want them. I want some more green, some more shoots on.
Yeah.
And these 2 beds with sweet corn in, why they're half beds is because like them wildflowers there, I did 2 sowings here, 2 half beds. And seeds just sat on soil, it hasn't moved. That's because of dryness, so I've started giving that some water, see if I can get it to show a bit. But you only have so much water and it can only go so far. So
that's it.
Yeah. And over there, Dan, with things are, that's helpful. With beans and pumpkins and maras as well. After all them penstemons that are in there, for some reason, these red ones sell through.
Yeah.
You know, that's that Dakota Burgundy. Yeah. For some reason, that all that hard weather and they sell through it. So yeah. So I think it'll be a case of dividing them up and having a few more. And I were thinking of starting to do irises, different iris in here as well, with being that bit hardier.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you're investing in things like penstemons, I mean, I think I got up to 20 odd varieties last year, and then you start losing them in winter, it becomes an expensive
Yeah, well,
An expensive hobby.
I think there were only 1 or 2 off at full bird species, weren't it?
Yeah, Raven, I think, weren't it? Something like that, yeah. Yep, little train suffered with lack of water. I actually watered that today, that bit of box, see if I can just perk it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it, I think, Dan. That's what we've got at the minute, innit?
It is.
So yeah, we'll have a think about or when I start doing more formal pruning, or if you want to call it that, at Dahlias for sure.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it.
No worries.
See you later.
See you later.